this. And I just enjoy like all of it. You know, it's like aura.
We love it!
It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates.
Nike recently released Caitlin Clark's official logo, and it has created quite a stir online. The design is simple: 2 interlocking C's with a smaller C inside. Some people love it, while others are criticizing it heavily. But the real story here isn't just about the logo design, it's about how quickly Clark has risen to become one of the most marketable athletes in sports.
Live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
The logo itself follows a basic rule of good branding: keep it simple and memorable. Nike knows that a logo needs to work everywhere, on shirts, hats, shoes, and even tiny social media profile pictures. The CC design does exactly that. You can recognize it instantly, which is exactly what Nike wants. Critics say it looks like other famous logos, particularly luxury brands like Gucci or even credit card companies. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing. When people immediately think of expensive premium brands when they see your logo, that actually helps your image.
Year in 2026. Some people think it's very clean and sharp, and a lot of people are critiquing it, saying it kind of looks like a Gucci ripoff or like a Coco Chanel ripoff, and that it's lifeless and boring. When really it's hard to tell what a logo is going to be like until it gets placed on the shoe or the product. Like the Asia One logo here is kind of just a weird logo by itself. It seems very like asymmetric, but once you do see it on the Asia One shoes, it doesn't look that bad. I saw someone comment how right in the middle right there, it's like kind of like a snake eye, very like Mamba mentality. But regardless about how anybody feels about it, the second these things drop, they are going to fly.
What's really remarkable is how fast this all happened. Clark went from being a college player who shot from way beyond the three-point line to having her own Nike signature logo in just over a year as a professional. This kind of speed is almost unheard of in sports marketing. Usually, athletes have to prove themselves for many years before getting this kind of treatment from major brands. But Nike isn't making decisions based on tradition or what seems fair. They're looking at numbers. When Clark plays, more people watch on TV. When she visits other cities, those arenas sell more tickets. Her social media posts get millions of views. These aren't just basketball fans either. She's attracting people who don't normally follow sports. For a company like Nike, those numbers are what matter most. The rollout plan is also smart business. They're not rushing everything out at once. First came the logo announcement. Then they'll release some basic shirts in September, followed by a full clothing line in October. The signature shoe won't come until 2026. This gives them time to build excitement and also lets Clark establish herself even more as a professional player. Some people are angry that Clark is getting all this attention so quickly. They think she should have to wait longer and prove herself more. But this misses the bigger picture. Clark's success is actually good for all women's basketball players. When one star brings more attention to the sport, it helps everyone. More fans means more people buying tickets, jerseys, and merchandise for all players, not just Clark. The Indiana Fever, Clark's team, made a big mistake by not immediately promoting the logo announcement. When your biggest star gets national attention like this, you should be celebrating it everywhere. Instead, they were quiet at first, which made fans frustrated. The team should be doing everything possible to support their star player, especially when she's bringing so much positive attention to the franchise. The harsh criticism of the logo is actually helping Nike in a strange way. When people spend time arguing about it online, they're spreading awareness for free. Every person who complains about how it looks like another brand is still talking about it and sharing it with their followers. In marketing, getting people to talk about your product, even negatively, is often better than being ignored completely. The timing of this logo release also makes sense when you look at women's sports right now. Other WNBA stars, like Aja Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu, already have their own signature deals and logos. Angel Reese is getting one with Reebok next year. This shows that companies now believe there's real money to be made in women's basketball merchandise. For years, people said there wasn't enough interest in women's sports to justify big marketing investments. These deals prove that was wrong. Clark's logo will appear on much more than just basketball gear. Nike is planning hoodies, hats, bags, and casual clothing that people can wear anywhere. This is how athlete brands become really successful, when they move beyond just sports fans to general consumers. Kids will wear double C shirts to school, and adults will wear the logo as fashion. This crossover appeal is what separates the biggest athletic brands from the smaller ones. The 2026 timeline for the signature shoe might seem far away, but it's actually strategic. By then, Clark will have more professional experience and hopefully some playoff success to build the shoe marketing around. Nike has learned that rushing signature shoes to market often backfires. It's better to take time to create something special and build the story around it. Looking at the bigger picture, this logo represents a major shift in how women's athletes are marketed. Companies are no longer waiting for women's sports to prove themselves over decades. They're investing now because they can see the growth happening in real time. Clark's rapid rise from college star to having her own Nike logo shows just how much the landscape has changed. Whether people like the actual design or not, almost doesn't matter at this point. The logo exists, people are talking about it, and Nike is confident enough in Clark's marketability to build an entire product line around those two simple C's. That confidence says more about where women's basketball is headed than any design debate ever could.